welcome back to episode 8 with Xing Yi, which is our dietitian, and today we are going to cover hydration. And since it's before Hari Raya, Malay people gone through a fasting season, right? So I would really like to know, and I have my friends who is really curious about fasting. What happened to our body during the fasting season? Is it good for our body? Should we try it? And also we are going to cover metabolism, and does hormone affect our metabolism? So the first question is, as I said, about the fasting season. Since Hari Raya has just passed, right? Now, what happened actually during fasting? Is fasting good for us?
Okay, so usually when we talk about fasting, for those people who never did any fasting, they will think that fasting, is it the body shutting down?
Okay.
But actually our body is very smart. Let's say intelligent. The reason being, even when we don't eat, it doesn't go panic. But it changed the way it uses energy. So it changed the fuel source. So for example, if we eat, we do have carbs in our diet, all this, right? So our body will use the instant glucose in our blood to supply the energy to our body. So when you have carbohydrate food, the glucose will be taken up to your muscle to use as energy immediately, and the excess one will be stored as glycogen. So after 3 hours, after finish eating already, 3 hours later on, right? So you don't have constant glucose supply from your food. Your body will actually turn the glycogen that's stored before into the glucose.
Understand.
It may supply glucose from glycogen up to usually the glycogen store will depleted in 1 day maximum.
1 day,
Yeah, but it all depends on what your previous meal is. But usually after 1 day, it will be used up. That's when your body will burn fat as energy. So usually this will happen 24 hours without eating anything. So that's the whole process. So from using glucose, it turns your glycogen into your glucose, then after that burn fat as energy. So our body usually not favor to use protein, burn the muscle, because that's the last stage when you really have no fat stored it already, then it burn your muscle.
I see.
Yeah.
So if a person who is trying to lose weight, is fasting a good way to do it? Because I do know that if, let's say, fast transitioning to fasting, I believe gastric is one of the problems.
Yes.
So how, let's say if I want to do fasting, how do we do it? Do we want to do it like from like Malay people will be doing it, they will makan before 5 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong. 5 o'clock
not really 5 o'clock, I think before the sunrise.
Before the sunrise. And then they have to tahan for like the whole entire day until around 7 o'clock. So if let's say I want to lose weight, is that a correct way to do it? Shall we do this kind of way?
I think you are referring to things like intermittent fasting, right?
Yeah.
This is quite common, or recently it's a popular diet. People use it to shed off their kilos. I would say it could be an approach to lose weight, but it's not a perfect way. So it depends. Having said so, it's not suitable for everyone.
Understand.
It definitely had its pros and cons, so we need to consider. For example, people usually go for 168, like 16 hours without food. 8 hours is a window when they can eat, right?
They can eat,
So if you do it properly with the guidance of dietitian or nutritionist, maybe it will help, because ultimately it's all about how much energy deficit that you have created. Because usually, by right, when we cut down the eating time, by right, we will cut down the calories that we eat compared to our previous meal, previous diet.
Correct.
So that's where weight loss could be happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's important, especially during the eating window, eating time, you still have to make sure you eat properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how is properly? Is it by calories?
Okay. Calories is one thing. Okay. I think the quality of the diet. Okay? If let's say you already fasted for 16 hours, then when you start eating at your very first meal on the next day, right? So if you eat those processed food, high sugary thing, high fat thing, definitely you won't really see the benefits.
I understand.
Yeah. Okay. But if you do it properly, okay, and you make sure your diet is still balanced, healthy with healthy fats, with adequate amount of protein, with good choices of carbs, then yes, in this way it may help. Okay, but provided you yourself can adapt to this diet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it depends on the suitability, right?
Yes.
So some people, like, I believe some of my partners or my friends, they tried fasting for one day only. They feel like it's too hard for them, and also they are having this like gastric thing.
Yeah.
It's like, because you can't even drink water. I mean, if you were saying that fasting that you were saying about the
intermittent fasting, I think can still drink.
This one can drink water,
yeah,
right?
can drink water.
But if let's say like before Ramadan season, they are going the fasting season, right? They don't drink and they don't eat at the same time. So should we do that also? No.
Okay, I think if you practice this for the purpose of religion, then you have to follow. But if it's not, then hydration is very important.
Yeah. Speaking of hydration, right? So the weather is very hot already. So what is the importance of hydration as a dietitian?
Okay, I think this part is always people overlook.
Okay.
Hydration is really important. Water is really important for us. Actually, our body make up 50-60% of water. Yeah, water means like the total blood volume, everything. So, like I mentioned, water is important for your body volume, the blood volume. Okay, even the whole temperature regulation. Okay, and what else? How the nutrient being absorbed, all this actually affected by water. Even our brain performance can be affected by our hydration status.
I see. Yeah. Can tea, like green tea, can tea replace water? If let's say a person really loves tea.
Okay, could be, but the concern is only the caffeine. Yeah, so if you are kind of caffeine sensitive people, then it's not really advisable to take too much. Yeah. So like coffee, that's what we concern. Yeah, because sometimes caffeine can have diuretic effects. That means probably you experienced before, like after coffee, you tend to pass urine more frequent. Yeah, that's where you lost your water also.
I see. Yeah, passing more often, is that a sign? Because I do see this, they say like if let's say you have a diabetic symptom, you go urine more often.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the symptoms when you have early these are early signs of diabetes. That's another topic. It's a different topic.
Because I go urine.
Yeah, not to say you go frequent. You go frequent, then you are diabetic. No, not really.
I see. Okay,
so it depends on how much you drink water also.
Okay.
So that is one of the way we monitor whether we have adequate hydration.
I see. Okay. What is the adequate amount?
And there's no fixed amount, frankly, because it will depends on your activity level also. If someone is very active, especially under the sun, outdoor, sweating a lot, then definitely they need more. But one of the reference that probably we can refer is around 30 to 35 ml per kg of body weight. So for example, if it's 50 kg lady, then probably we need around 1.5 liter of water. Yeah, not only plain water itself, but everything, the soup, your coffee, your tea, yeah, everything in.
So anything liquid lah.
Yeah.
Anything liquid.
Yeah, but like I said, there's no fixed amount. Okay, so how you monitor? Okay, you see your urine color. Yeah, it is one of the way we monitor.
Okay.
Yeah, the ideal one is light yellow.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you pass urine, you see your urine color is white, light yellow, then yeah, you're pretty sure that your hydration status is quite enough.
Okay,
yeah, quite
understand.
good. Yeah. But if it's go for darker and then your urination frequency is very less, like maybe lesser than 3 times a day, then yeah, probably you have to watch out. Okay, the hydration status maybe not enough. Yeah.
And what if, let's say, urine is clear? Is this such thing as clear, like close to clear?
Okay, if it's really clear, okay, this is what we say overhydration.
There's something called overhydration?
Yes.
Okay.
Water intoxicity. Intoxicity.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. That means intoxicity. That means your water intake is too much already. Yeah. So what happened?
What happened?
If it's too much of water.
Yes.
Okay. So everything we talk, we want it to be balanced, right?
Yes.
So if it lost balance, like too much of water, it can dilute our electrolytes. For example, like sodium.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sodium is important for our
whole body regulation, our muscle. Yeah.
So how do we feel like if we let's say overhydrate ourselves?
Okay, overhydrate. The symptoms is quite similar in between dehydrated or overhydrated. Yeah, people can maybe go like headache, like low energy. Yeah, or feel like dizzy. Yeah, because the electrolyte lost balance already, Yeah. So what we do is we don't encourage you force yourself like drink a lot in a day.
Okay.
But you need to monitor. Definitely you can fill up your water bottle like around 1.5 liter and put there. So that's a way to remind yourself you need water. But you don't force yourself. But you sit throughout the day. You don't force yourself like one go must drink like 1 liter, for example. Yeah. And then what you do is you have to be mindful of yourself, like the signals and how frequent you go to toilet and the urine color. Yeah, usually if you do go toilet like once in every 3-4 hours and the color of the urine is in light yellow, then yeah, you are quite safe in terms of hydration.
I see.
Yeah, it's balanced.
I went to biology class before, and then they did say that if you don't drink enough water, which means your kidney cannot wash the urea. Is it called urea? All those are dirty things. Is that one of the effect if let's say we keep on dehydrating and drinking soft drinks every time, every day, daily I'm been drinking.
Yeah, because if not wrong, every hour there's a limit for your kidney to process the so-called water output.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't drink too much to strain our kidney at the same time.
Oh, cannot too much, cannot too less.
Yeah, so that's why I tell you, you monitor how frequent you go to toilet and you look at the urine color, then you roughly know how is your hydration status. So sometimes, right, even in office, some people say, I feel like I have low energy, I feel like I'm dizzy, I feel like I'm moody. Sometimes could be the signal of dehydration. So make sure you do drink water more. Because sometimes we, for example, some people they rely on caffeine, coffee too much. Okay?
Yes.
They maybe pass urine too much. So this could cause dehydration easily compared to other people.
I see.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
Okay.
So even a mild dehydration can cause some symptoms in terms of our brain performance, like it tends to affect your mood, emotion, and the way you perform at your work also.
So water is super important.
Yes, it is, but a lot of time people overlook.
Oh, what about like let's say I work really hard. I go for sports. I'm very sweaty. I'm very hot, right? I want to drink soft drink. I want to drink 100 plus. What is an isotonic drink? Because they advertise as isotonic, but what is isotonic?
Okay, if you are really an active person, you do a lot of exercise, sweat a lot, and then especially like hot weather like this, yes, you can replenish your electrolytes from those isotonic drinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what it is actually? What is isotonic?
they have some electrolytes inside, for example, sodium.
Okay,
and water at the same time. So it's a convenient way for people to replenish their water and their electrolytes at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, provided you are active person. But if you are very sedentary in your lifestyle, okay, most of the time desk bound, okay, working in front of a laptop, then you don't need isotonic drink to replenish your water and electrolytes.
I see. And then does drinking soft drink always like consistently? Because like for example Chinese New Year we keep on drinking soft drinks, right? Even though I drink a lot, but my urine is still yellow. Is that a fact of like because it's producing more waste from the soft drink?
Yeah, could be. So usually we will still encourage water is still the best.
The clear water right?
Because apart from the sodium, the electrolytes itself, sugar content is another thing that we need to consider. If you frequently depends on this kind of isotonic drink, okay, the sugar intake could be at higher side also.
So hence our urine will be still yellow.
Yeah, could be. So plain water is still the best.
Okay, what about alkaline water? Is there any differences between alkaline water and just water in general? And what is mineral water? And there's one more water. What is the water? Mineral water, drinking water, alkaline water, sparkling water. Any differences?
Okay, talking about hydration, as long as water, then yeah, you can drink it. Yeah.
Okay.
But in terms of the health benefits that claim from different kind of water, there's no
scientific
conclusive studies to prove that, for example, certain water is more better than others.
Oh, okay. So I just debunk it. You guys don't need alkaline water or whatever. Okay, anyhow, that depends on how they market it, okay? So, now we'll talk about hydration already since the weather is very hot. But what about the metabolism? Does water affect our metabolism?
Water affect our metabolism?
Or did I ask the...
Yes.
Ask the question wrongly?
Yes. Like I said, water is really important. It affects our whole body function. So maybe you can say it affects your metabolism at the same time. But what metabolism is, people may ask, right?
Yes, what is
so
it?
basically is, put in a simpler way, how your body use energy to survive, to sustain your life.
Is it the speed?
Yeah, speed is another thing, but metabolism itself is all the biochemical process that carry out in your body.
Okay.
For example, like breathing,
okay.
Digesting, what else? The nutrients being absorbed and used as energy, all this process is actually, even the brain performance, all these are actually part of metabolism. Okay? And how fast or how slow so-called metabolism is metabolic rate that we refer to.
Okay. So what affect metabolism? Is it the age? Maybe the food that we eat?
Okay. Age is one thing. Age is one thing. And a lot of people will blame like, I'm already 30 years old and my metabolism is low.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to tell you, research actually show us, 20 to 60 years old, this range, right, the metabolism is quite stable.
Okay.
So our metabolism doesn't drop suddenly when we step into 30 or 40 years old.
Understand.
Okay. So unless we talk about kids, they are growing, they are developing, their metabolism is definitely higher than adults.
Okay, understand.
Okay. So this is what we say age is part of the factor lah. So what is more significant? The more significant factor I would say is your body composition. Okay, so muscle and fat. Okay, muscle actually burns more calories. So we don't say muscle has higher metabolism, but it does burn more calories.
Okay.
So usually for people who wants to lose weight, we always advise them, you must make sure you at least reserve your muscle. Don't lose your muscle when you lose weight, because that's a way to keep your calorie output higher. Yeah.
Calorie output higher, which means?
It means burns more calories.
Burns more calorie. So the muscle burns more calorie
than fat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understand.
Okay, so body composition, gender.
Oh, gender is a factor.
Gender, hormone.
Oh, yes, we are going to touch about that later on.
Yeah.
Hormones.
So these are the things can determine the metabolic rate.
I see. So, like what you say, 20 to 60, they won't drop suddenly. So there's no excuses of telling me you are 30 years old and my metabolism is not doing well.
A lot of time is our lifestyle.
Lifestyle. What is the lifestyle?
We eat, our physical activity levels, and our body composition.
Does that mean?
For example, if you don't eat enough protein, then yes, you may lose muscle, then causing you to have lower metabolism in a way. Yeah. So these are the things that affect you burning lesser calories instead of age causing you to have lower metabolism itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we are talking about muscle burning the calorie. So once they burn the calorie, which means we are losing weight. Is that what happened when we see the mukbanger? The mukbanger and the YouTube, they keep on eating and then they're not getting fat at all. And I don't know if they do sports or not, okay? I don't know what's their lifestyle, but they eat a whole bunch of food in front of them. Yeah.
Okay. Talking about banger. Okay, I mean that's the point you point out. We do not know exactly their lifestyle. Okay, they only show us a one snapshot which they eat one meal, but the entire whole day we don't know what they eat. So that's one of the things. But undeniably, some people their genetic they do have higher so-called metabolism. Okay, the way they burn energy is higher. Okay, probably they have small little movement. So-called non-exercise activity thermogenesis is higher than others.
What does that even mean?
So, I mean, the body tend to burn more energy compared to others because of their genetic. And the hormones also play a part.
Oh, what is the hormone? What kind of hormone?
They are probably like thyroid.
Thyroid hormone?
Yeah, a lot of hormones affect metabolism. Yeah, we can talk about this in details later on. But these are the things that affect someone. I mean, probably sometimes we will see, how come he seems like eat a lot, why never gain weight? So genetic play a part. Okay. I mean, this is something that we cannot choose or cannot change. Maybe unfair. But another thing that you highlight is we do not know entirely what the people do for the whole day. So maybe they exercise more, even they eat more. So that's one thing.
Okay, so since the mukbanger already, I mean, like I imagine a person like I need to emphasize that we are comparing with a person that eat this amount of food not like the small amount of food. Okay, so actually, their stomach stretch when they eat more and more and more. Can our stomach stretch and eat more? Yes. And then
our stomach is quite flexible.
Okay.
At rest, it maybe one fist size like this.
Okay.
It hold maybe around 10 ounces, around 300 plus ml.
Okay.
Okay. With food, it actually can stretch until 1.5 to 2 liter.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, or even 4 liter in some people.
Okay.
So it's quite stretchable, I would say. Right? So like your question just now, if you always eat a large amount, yes, your stomach can adapt to that amount. Okay? Actually, other than the size of stomach, another thing that affects how full or how hungry you are is our hormone. Yeah. So when our stomach adapt to large amount, right? The stretch sensitivity will become lesser also.
Okay.
Yeah. So the fullness signal may delay also.
Oh. Okay.
Previously, maybe you eat small amount, but after that you feed yourself in large amount, then yes, your body can adapt.
Okay.
And your fullness signal can change, can adapt to it also.
Okay.
So that's why the more you eat, the more you feel hungry also sometimes. Because your body, your stomach has already get used to that amount. But having said that, the good news is it can work the other way. So if you want to reduce your appetite, you can do it.
Okay.
That's why I say the stomach is really very flexible.
But how do we actually stretch it back in, It takes a very long time.
We cannot reduce the size for itself, but yes, we can reduce our food amount. So how we do it? We don't do it suddenly, immediately, like from one full bowl of rice I cut to only 1/4. Yeah, but we can do it gradually.
Okay.
That's why when people want to control their appetite, lose weight, definitely when you starting to do, you will feel like very hungry. So what you can do is you gradually reduce, maybe from 100% we reduce to 75, then slowly 50%. So at the same time, you top up with more fiber.
Fiber is the key here.
And then make sure your protein is adequate. So these are the things that will last your satiety for longer.
So metabolism do increase our digestive processes, isn't it?
Metabolism increase our digestive processes. I don't really get it.
So which means if my metabolism is higher, which means I digest food faster. Is that it? Also, that's why I don't get it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, when we say metabolism higher, it burns more calories. So could be digestion could be faster. Yeah, but it depends on what you eat also.
Okay.
So like I mentioned just now, if your meal consists of a lot of fiber and you have protein, it can make your digestion last slower a bit.
Okay.
So the fullness can last longer.
Okay, that's a new thing that we So just now you were mentioning about hormones that affect metabolism. What kind of hormones actually touches it? Yeah.
The key one is, like I mentioned just now, thyroid. Thyroid is a hormone that decides the speed of your metabolism. So that's why some people you see they have hypothyroidism. So they burn energy slower.
Okay.
So they tend to gain weight
faster. I see.
Because the whole metabolism is very low compared to others. So if someone they have hyperthyroidism, they have high amount of thyroid hormone, so they tend to burn more energy. So maybe they have sudden weight loss, for example.
Now I understand, because I do have friends that has thyroid. So sometimes they were like, I'm gaining weight, and then some they are losing a lot of weight.
Depends on which condition, like hypo or hyperthyroid.
So that is controlling the speed of metabolism.
Yes, we can say so. There's a master of our metabolism hormone.
So it's actually not the medication, because everyone blame on the medication. I eat this, my side effect is I getting gaining
depends
weight.
on what kind of medication.
Okay. So if let's say I got hypo, which is less thyroid, means I have to eat a medicine that balance it out.
Yes. No matter you are hyper and hypo, the balance of thyroid hormone is important. That's why doctor will use medications to help you adjust, balance it back.
Okay, understand. What other hormones?
Okay, other than that, insulin is part of it.
Insulin.
Because it decides how much energy to be used and how much energy to be stored. Okay. That's why when insulin is like fluctuate, right?
Yeah.
It can affect your fat storage also. So meaning if you have irregular eatings, sometimes too much of carbs causing a high and low of insulin, it can affect how much your body store the fat.
Okay.
Another thing is, I think actually a lot of hormones are even different gender.
Yeah.
Okay, we have different hormone. It tend to affect our metabolism also. Okay, or for example, like the hunger and fullness hormone I mentioned just now, ghrelin and leptin, can it affect your eating. Okay, and hence it affect your metabolism also.
I see. You mean like the female? Can you break down on the gender, like female and male?
Okay, female and male. For example, like me. Okay, sometimes we feel like really unfair. How come women, especially like after 30, after menopause, we tend to
gain
put
weight
on more weight, especially abdominal fat over here, right? So actually, it's unfair. Okay, because men, right, they have this hormone we call testosterone.
Oh, yeah.
Testosterone. Okay, so this one will help them to gain more muscle. Keep more muscle.
Okay.
Yeah, keep more muscle. And then this hormone also make sure they don't have hormone fluctuation. So they are more stable in terms of in their hormones, and hence their metabolism, their eating, their hunger, fullness hormone is more stable compared to women. Okay, for women it's a bit unfair. Every month we go through a menstrual cycle. Okay, so the fluctuation of hormone causes our metabolism to have slight change also. And then when we have different life stages, when we're pregnant, when we go into breastfeeding, or even when we go into menopause, changes of all these women's hormones can cause us to have different metabolism, or even increase our craving, increase our fat storage, all these things. Yeah, that's why when our fat storage is more, like I mentioned earlier, right, muscle tend to burn more energy, but fat doesn't, right? That's why women tend to put on more fat over abdominal area, especially when we step into menopause.
I see. That's a very good insight. But so now we have talked about the effects of hormone affecting our metabolism. So what is the lifestyle changes that we can do to increase our metabolism rate, maybe?
Okay. Instead of saying increase metabolism, then maybe we try to prevent metabolism go lower first. Okay, how? Okay, we must make sure our eating is regular. Yeah, because sometimes people will ask me, hey, how is my metabolic rate? How to calculate? Okay, we jump topic a bit. Okay, the most accurate way is you go to lab and do this calorimetry. Okay, then you know exactly your metabolism. Okay, otherwise we can use equation to calculate a formula like Harris-Benedict formula. You just have to key in your age, your height, your weight, then you know roughly how much calories you need in a day. Okay, but I would like to highlight also, actually our metabolism never fixed.
Oh, it's not fixed.
Never fixed, because it will change. Our body adapts to how we eat, how is our lifestyle, our body composition, how active we are. Yeah. So in order to make sure our metabolism go stable, regular meals is really important. Okay. Balanced meal. So you make sure one meal you have your carbs. Okay, can be a complex and high fiber, low GI carbs. Okay, then with adequate protein. Okay, and fiber. So that's the way you can make sure your energy stable, and then your metabolism doesn't drop because of insufficient protein. Okay, hydration is important.
Oh, yes.
We need to make sure hydration enough. Okay, to keep our metabolism. Okay, exercise for sure.
Oh, exercise.
And our sleep.
What is the adequate amount of sleeping time?
Okay, definitely quantity is part of it, quality is another thing. So you have to make sure you sleep well. Okay, I think at least 7 hours a day. Okay, this part we can consult Yee Wen.
Oh, yes, consult Yee Wen.
Yeah, so you must make sure your sleep quality is good, because if you don't sleep enough, your hunger and fullness hormone can go haywire.
That is all the hormones that is doing all the work. And then when your hormone is going up and down, then your metabolism also go up and down. That's how it affects. Everything is all connected.
One last thing, your stress.
Stress
affect how you eat, and stress, cortisol hormone, if it's elevated too much also, it can affect your fat storage.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, don't have to go very complicated. Okay, you do not have to particularly follow any kind of popular diet in order for you to lose weight. Just choose the one that make you comfortable and feel like you can help you sustain the weight loss. That's the best.
Thank you, Xing Yi, for your insights on the hydration part, what happened to our body during the fasting seasons, and also we talk about metabolism rate. I hope this will help you, these advices will help you, and we will see you on our next episode. Bye-bye!
Bye!